Hello, my name is Wan Azim Izaidi Wan Azimin, and here Adam, Miru Shazwan, and also Muhammad Hafizi. We would like to present about cyberbullying regards to the team mental health. The issue that we discuss is the effect of cyberbullying. What can you do to support someone being bullied online, and what can adults do if they are the victim of cyberbullying? So what is the cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is a form of bullying which takes place online, such as social media like Facebook, Twitter, uh, and Snapchat. Young people often to experience cyberbullying because they are oftenly to use the internet more than the older people. So, cyberbullying can happen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it can be viral very fast on the social media. There are many types of cyberbullying, but I have to discuss only 5, which are harassment, flaming, impersonation, cyberstalking, and exclusion. So, what is harassment? Harassment is sending offensive and rude message to other people and being abusive to others. Flaming is people using really extremely and offensive language into argument or fight. Impersonation is someone hacking into other people's email and use personal identity to post embarrassing material. So, cyberstalking is a repeatedly sending message that include threat or harm to people. The exclusion, the last thing, and exclusion, intentionally leave someone out of group message, online apps, and other engagement room. I leave it to the Adam.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Adam bin Ismail. Today I will explain the real life effect of cyberbullying. Bullying, including cyberbullying, cause significant emotional and psychological distress. Just like any other victim of bullying, cyberbully people experience anxiety, fear, depression, and low self-esteem. They also may experience physical symptoms and struggle academically. But targets of cyberbullying also experience some unique consequences and negative feelings. These are the real life of cyberbullying. It has overwhelmed, powerless, humiliated, worthless, vengeful, disinterested, isolated, depressed, physically sick, and suicidal. We start with overwhelmed. Being targeted by cyberbullies is crushing, especially if a lot of kids are participating in the bullying. It can feel at times like the entire world knows what it is going on. Sometimes, the stress of dealing with cyberbullying can cause kids to feel like the situation is more than they can handle. Okay, next is a powerless. For powerless, victims of cyberbullying often find it difficult to feel safe. They feel vulnerable and powerless. Typically, this is because the bullying can invade their home through a computer or cell phone at any time of the day. They no longer have a place where they can escape. To a victim, it feels like bullying is everywhere. Additionally, because the bullies can remain anonymous, this can escalate feelings of fear. People who are targeted have no idea who is inflicting the pain, although some cyberbullies choose people they know. Next is humiliated. Because cyberbullying occurs in cyberspace, online bullying feels permanent. People know that once something is out there, it will always be out there. They feel exposed. So when cyberbullying occurs, the nasty post, message, or text can be shared with multitudes of people. The sheer volume of people that know of the bullying can lead to intense feelings of humiliation. Worthless. Cyberbullying often attacks victims where they are most vulnerable. Targets of bullying may feel intense dissatisfaction with who they are. As a result, targets of cyberbullying often begin to doubt their worth and value. They may respond to these feelings by harming themselves in some way. For instance, if a girl is called fat, she may begin a crash diet with the belief that if she alters how she looks, then the bullying will stop. Other times, victims will try to change something about their appearance or attitude in order to avoid additional cyberbullying. These are vengeful. Sometimes, victims of cyberbullying will get angry about what is happening to them. As a result, they plot revenge and engage in retaliation. This approach is dangerous because it keeps them locked in the bully victim cycle. It is always better to forgive a bully than it is to get even. Disinterested. When cyberbullying is ongoing, victims often relate to the world around them differently than the others. For many, life can feel hopeless and meaningless. They lose interest in things they once enjoyed and spent less time interacting with family and friends. And in some cases, depression and thoughts of suicide can set in. They may also feel disinterested in school. Cyberbullying victims often have much higher rates of absenteeism at school than non-bullied. They skip school to avoid facing the bullying, the people who bully them, or because they are embarrassed and humiliated by the message that was shared. Their grades suffer too, because they find it difficult to concentrate or study because of the anxiety and stress faced bullying causes. And in some cases, these people will either drop out of school or lose interest in continuing their education after high school. Next is isolated. Cyberbullying sometimes causes teens to be excluded and ostracized at school. The child may feel alone and isolated. This experience is particularly painful because friends are crucial at this age. When kids don't have friends, this can lead to more bullying. What's more, when cyberbullying occurs, most people recommend shutting off the computer or turning off the cell phone. But for teens or kids, this often means cutting off communication with their world. Their phones and their computers are one of the most important ways they communicate with others. If that option for communication is removed, they can feel scared and cut off from their world. Depressed. Victims of cyberbullying often succumb to anxiety, depression, and other stress-related conditions. This occurs primarily because cyberbullying erodes their self-confidence and self-esteem. Additionally, the added stress of coping with cyberbullying on a regular basis erodes their feeling of happiness and contentment. Next is physically sick. When people are cyberbullied, they often experience headaches, stomach aches, or other physical ailments. The stress of bullying also can cause stress-related conditions like stomach ulcer and skin condition. Additionally, kids who are cyberbullied may experience change in eating habits like skipping meals or binge eating, and their sleep patterns may be impacted. They may suffer from insomnia, sleep more than usual, or experience nightmare. And lastly is suicidal. Cyberbullying increases the risk of suicide. People that are constantly tormented by peers through text message, instant messaging, social media, and other outlets often begin to feel hopeless. They may even begin to feel like the only way to escape pain is through suicide. As a result, they may fantasize about ending their life in order to escape their tormentors.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Amirul Shazwan bin Muhammad Syarizal. I'm from FTKE Industrial Power. Okay. Today I like to tell you about the cyberbullying. Okay. As we know that cyberbullying can have devastating impact on some children and young adults, especially when they feel there is not let up from the abuse. Okay. So what help is available if you feel your child might be in danger of self-harming or having suicidal thoughts. Okay. The point number one is keep the school involved and put things in writing so you have a formal record of what has been going on. Okay, ask the school if there is any pastoral support your child can access. If your child has started to self-harm, talk to your GP and a professional organization who will be able to give you some much needed support, such as Harmless and the National Self-Harmless Network forums. Remember that you are important to, so it's clear that taking good care of yourself. The more relaxed you are feeling, the better able you will be to support your child. Okay. Point number 2 is if you are worried that your child is having suicidal thought, seek some medical advice for your GP. Young Minds is national charity committed to improving the emotion and medical well-being of all children and young adults under the age of 25. They have a parents helpline where you can talk your situation with a trainer advisor. Okay. But it's not just children. Family lives understand that cyberbullying affects adults too. We know that cyberbullying can also have a devastating impact on adults and can make you feel extremely isolated. It is very easy to post malicious and hurtful posts on the social media site, as there are very little moderation and posts can go live before they can be reported. This can leave people feeling very vulnerable and lost as to what they can do. Okay.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afizi bin Muhammad Fauzi from FTKE Power Industrial. In this part, I would like to talk about role of adult in dealing with cyberbullying. So, what can adult do if they or someone involved in cyberbullying? First of all, they can report the case or abuse to a relevant media social site. There are few responsible sites that you can make a report, such as RH, UNICEF, and eSafety. They will try helping you dealing with this issue. Next, you can involve the police if you feel nothing is being done to stop this bullying. You can take the screenshot of the abuse as an evidence so you have a record even if the posts are removed. This way, police can easily track the suspect from social media. Besides, if you deal with cyberbullying and you feel this is appropriate as cyberbullying might be deemed as harassment, you can get some legal advice. Some solicitors offer a free initial consultation, so make use of this. Furthermore, if cyberbully offended you in social media, don't respond immediately. The aim of a lot of cyberbullying is to annoy, upset, and confuse the person who is being targeted. So, a good strategy to dealing with this situation is to not give them what they are looking for. If someone says something to you online, tag you in a photo you don't like, and generally does something unkind to you, put down your phone for an hour to calm yourself. Other than that, make sure you have a highest possible privacy setting and think carefully about who you want to see your content. Also, always remember that anything you post can also be shared with other people that you don't know. And almost anything you make public is out of your control. Finally, if you face cyberbullying, you have an option to blocking them. But this obviously doesn't stop it from continuing. However, if it saves you from having to see the abuse or improve your emotional, it was considering. In conclusion, although the internet and communication gadget make our life easier and play very important role in our daily activities, it is unfortunate that it has been poisoned and destroyed by being used to abuse others. This issue should be eradicated by everyone, even they are not a victim, so that social media become more secure and user-friendly for everyone. That's all from us. I hope you enjoy it. Stay safe and thanks for watching.